Yeah, once again, I want to welcome you back from wherever you are watching me. I have just opted to come back from work today so that I walk through my garden. I check whether the maize I had planted is faring, how it's faring. And if you can see this other side, definitely we are having like a very short while before we go for our harvest. This is where I was the other day, and whenever I am out of duty, I like watching and subscribing to this channel so that I tell you the information around. So this is where if you happened to see my video the other time, I told you that I am in the garden, and in this garden I had done some maize plantation where I do it as a side hustle. And I asked you if you want to mind to kindly guide our youngsters to also develop an interest of doing some farming. So today I've just come from the day-to-day duties because I had already told you that I'm a teacher, and after work I definitely must come to see how I am faring or what's happening. And you can see from the look of things, we are about to start harvesting the maize. Therefore, right now in this part of Africa, it's actually dry. You can see it is dry, and when it is dry, we are waiting for the harvest. So in the meantime, I just thought it's been like a couple of time before I came here to see what is really happening on the garden. So I opted to come and check the plantation, and I can see that my maize is not doing badly off. It's just doing good, and you can see on my side here, you can be able to say that I'm about to come for the harvest, though I don't know how much it will give me or it will yield, but nonetheless, this is what I normally do. So because in my channel, I keep on telling you guys that it is important for you to do a side hustle in whichever activity that you do. Make sure that you work hard and ensure that so I'm actually checking from the other rear side, so don't worry whatever you're seeing just besides me, because cassava plantation. So there are some cassavas there, and the maize is also doing good, not badly off. I believe you can see it on the other side here. So this is the maize here. This is the maize. So I know that farming is very input or capital intensive, but you have to work hard and ensure you realize what you anticipate. Therefore, you don't give it a doubt. Once you have opted that you must work hard, kindly you have to consider working hard as always, so that you can be able to realize the results, which can be just good results. So I am seeing that one part is dry, the other part is not very dry, but here there are a lot of weeds that hook to the cloth, and therefore I am just walking around. I'm taking you around so that you can be able to see, though it's in an evening, you can be able to see that we are doing what is required so that we realize the harvest. So this evening I just decided, instead of me staying in the house doing nothing, just knowing that I've come from duty, let me take the rare opportunity of walking around to see how well my garden is doing. So I came to the rural village here on the periphery of the Kenyan-Tanzania border. That is the Getontira that I normally tell you. the Getontira border. If you can see up there on the horizon, you can see the Getagutiti Hills, and in these Getagutiti Hills, that is where now we have the Tanzanian boundary. So life is in the rural village. It's not very difficult, depending on how you think about it or you make of it. I want to say that if you want to relocate from town and want to live in the village, life can be good if only you work hard so that you realize what you need. So far so good. I can see that the harvest is not going to be very bad. It's just going to be good, though there are challenges here and there. You know, in the society today we have what we call the climatic changes of weather. A lot of things do happen, but we thank God, because in as much as weather is changing, at least God is giving us the providence that we so much require. So this is one part of the shamba that is been seen here for the last short while. You can be able to see where the boundary is. And I want to go down there to check the next part, which also must be checked because I take a lot of time before I come here. So allow me walk you down the valley a little. Just behind me is cassava plantation. The cassavas are also doing well here. Here everything in Kuria actually grows. So if you want to dare in Kuria, like what Alex Jamwada does in his Daring Abroad episodes, you can also start your own saying Daring the Village, so that you can be able to realize what you really anticipate. So there is the other part here, which we did some farming some short while ago, and I just want to go through it. So though it is actually expansive, sort of, it's big, but I have to walk. If you can see it over there, that is the one. Oh yeah, I can see it's almost drying up. Therefore, we are waiting for a pampas harvest. So this is the maize. If you can be able to see it, that is the maize. It is expansive. Some is dry, some it's not dry. So you have to look at what we really can get. But it's good that way. So as I look at this, I was having a certain a story about family life part 1, and then I learned that in the family life part 1, there was somebody who called me all of a sudden and mixed up my video. Therefore, I decided maybe to continue from here, in as much as I'm now at a place I don't expect somebody to call, but sometimes they end up calling. You know, calling, it's like when you are hungry and you want to eat, so you have to eat when you are hungry. So somebody calling, communication is part of the life process. So I am right inside the maize plantation. If you can be able to see me, I'm just walking through. You can see some of my maize here is very dry, and I'm able maybe to learn how it's going to happen. Though I have like 3 weeks before I do the harvest. That's what I can say, around 3 weeks. Then from there we start now all over again, because you know farming is a vicious way of doing it. So you farm, you harvest, you farm again, you harvest. Just like we sleep every day and wake up very early in the morning. Then when the day is over, then you have to start all over again. So that is how also farming should be done. So in as much as there are a lot of says about farming, or a lot of thoughts about farming, just take heart in whatever you want to anticipate. Make sure that you work hard so that you realize the harvest that can be good to you. So here where I'm walking, it's one part of the shamba. It's actually expansive, so this time I did like 3 or 4 acres. So I'm only walking part of it to see what's happening. And if you can be able to see, I'm still walking right inside to see how the maize is doing. And I'm happy and glad that God of heaven is hearing our prayers so that we can mitigate the issue of food crisis in the country. Though, you know, somebody said whenever you take a meal, remember to thank the farmer. So those farmers you keep on thanking, I'm one of them. That's why I have to walk you right inside my farm, and you see what I'm doing in the rural village. Sometimes it's good to learn so that you can also develop an interest. So what you are seeing me doing is trying to get a way through which I can be able to show you the environment around. And those of you who do the purchase of maize wherever you are, kindly do a plan and come take this maize. It's plenty, you know, I cannot use all of it. Therefore, starting from where I showed you to where I am, this place is actually a big place and therefore requires a lot of efforts to harvest. So when we harvest here, we use people so that they help us. Then we use machine to make the corns come out clean, and we also use machinery when we do the farming part of it. So this is a Kidron, or let's say the brook, where we can get water should we need water, maybe to irrigate in case farming does not rain does not show up. Only problem here is the machinery, which requires to be available for it to tap the water. So here we are next to a valley. There is a valley here. Now I'm climbing up the small hill. You know, my shamba or my garden is where there is a hill, and therefore you can see on my side here, this is the maize, and the maize here is now almost ripe. So in short, farming requires a lot of preparation. You must prepare the land in advance. You ensure that you have the requisite seeds, which are hybrid seeds, which can be able to sustain themselves through the hardship of drought and maybe a lot of rainfall. Because part of the problems I see when I'm doing this work is that sometimes you find that maize gets to rot from the field because of high rainfall. And then when there is no such much rainfall, what normally happens is that you find weeds engulf the land. So you must be ready to check on the weeds, so that when you check on the weeds, chances are you will develop the interest of coming to see what's happening. But if you don't check the weeds, chances are you might just not come back again. If you come here and labda, or I'm sorry, maybe realize that things are not good. So far, so good. That is where we come to the end of the show of the Shamba today. And I'm now going back to take my limousine, the one and only iron horse that I normally use to locomote from place to place, and maybe go back to see the family. But wherever you are, you can realize that things are not easy unless you work hard. So I ask you to work hard kindly wherever you are. Ensure that you have some food on the table. And if you don't have enough food on the table, then ensure you have enough money in the pocket to sustain yourself through the food that is planted by those who go to the Shamba. So from wherever you are, you can also try maybe to see what type of agriculture can you bear, because with me I thought it's good, or it's precise enough if I tried maize. Then from maize I can see what else I can do. But maize is taking me still well, And if you add what I do, maybe my usual duties, that's our day-to-day duties, you can be able to see what's happening. So far, so good. I want to say thank you for watching this video. But remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know I'm yours truly, Okongo Japuonj Evans Okongo from Kenya. I remember to have put a video on why I changed from Okongo_1. It was very hard for somebody to search. Therefore, and I learned there were a lot of Okongos maybe have large content, and you know I'm a beginner. So I had to look for a unique name. And my unique name is now Okongo Japuonj Evans Okongo from Kenya. Here where I am, it's in Kenya, the southern part of the country, towards the west, a place called Kuria. And the Kuria is found in a county called Migori. And the Migori County is a good place to invest. You can invest in agriculture. You can invest in real estate. You can even invest in financial services, because people need money everywhere. So you can this village, this county, this country. Kenya is a good place, very conducive. It has very friendly people. People don't have much to fight upon. Forget about the Yula Balus you hear about Kenya. It's a very bad place. Kenya is a very good place. I've remembered that I had not seen one side of the maize plantation, so I am just now taking you through the maize plantation. Then I'll make a U-turn over there. So there is a distance here. You can be able to see, but nonetheless, I can see that there is a progress, a positive one. So if I come here another time, maybe after 2 weeks, I can be able to learn that the place is now very, very much dry to be harvested. Nonetheless, this is the harvesting season. Today, I had seen some people harvesting today when I was coming from the work where I work, and some have even decided to grind their maize so that they can sell it to the millers and they get some cash in their pocket. So this is high time that people must ensure that they work hard to get what they have longed for a good length of time. So if you can be able to see me from wherever you are, across the globe, this is what we do in Africa. So you can advise me over the comments down there. What is it that you want to learn? Or maybe I learn, because you know I'm also a beginner everywhere. In YouTube, I am a beginner. I'm only 3 or 4 weeks old, though I opened my YouTube channel sometimes back, a bit long time ago, like 2 years, but I was not very active. So I decided to activate it so that I can be able to realize what I really anticipated. So help me to be helped so that I can realize my dreams, so that my dreams can come true. From wherever you are, watch my videos. There are videos that talk about agriculture, family life. Sometimes they talk about the youth, education, empowerment to the women, and the things of that nature. So if you find an opportunity that you can be able to congratulate me or even make me feel happy, you are most welcome. I'm yours truly, Japuonj Evans Okongo, from this part of Africa, that is Kenya. So far so good. I've seen that this part, I planted it almost when I was very late. But nonetheless, I don't know whether it is a process of getting dry, but I believe finally God will give me what I deserve. Nothing you do, you will always get what you deserve. So I've just seen it that it's not very bad. I did proper farming ways, and I'm happy to learn that at least I've reached there. So from wherever you are, whatever you are doing, allow me just say thank you for accompanying me to the shamba to see how it can be shaped up. Here is the ferry. You can see the boundary there. This is the boundary. And then now I can relocate back home. So in short, I say thank you for watching, and wish to clarify how to say the following. One, it's good to have a side hustle, something you can do to help you grow, or something that you love doing that makes you happy. You know, like me, I find farming making me very happy. So by making myself happy, I'm also able to make others happy by giving them or supplying them food. So you too, you can dare, you can try, so that you make others happy. I'm also very happy when I work the work that God gave me of shaping the young minds to realize their potential. Because before us, sometimes we are given children who really need our help. And if we can't help them, don't know whom we can help. Therefore, I opt sometimes to help them so that they can find happiness, just like I find my own happiness. So I'm happy, and when I'm happy, the whole world is happy. And as much as there are predicaments here and there, work hard and ensure that you do something that can make somebody happy. Don't force or don't make those who are under you feel intimidated or feel uncared for or feel unwanted. Make everybody feel wanted, make everybody feel the positive vibes of this world. Therefore, I wish you well from wherever you are. You've been watching me, listening to me, walking around the field, seeing the maize that we had planted some 3-4 months ago. Now, as I plan to go back home to watch my evening news and know how the world is faring, I want to salute those of you who are watching me from the USA, those of you who are watching me from South Africa, those of you who are watching me from Tanzania. Hamjambo ndugu zanguni, my brothers and sisters, wherever you are, nawashalimia sana. Hamjambo watu wa Tanzania, nawapenda sana. Kama mko pale na mnaangalia hii filamu ama video, basi mimi nasema nashukuru kwa sababu nimekuja hapa jioni kutembea nione vile kazi niliyokuwa nikifanya inavyoendelea. Na furaha yangu ni kwamba hata ndugu zangu wa Tanzania wanapenda kuangalia kazi zangu ninazozipiga. Pia kinakuwa ni kipindi maalum cha kujifunza lugha ya King'eng'e, kwa sababu mimi kwa kweli nilifunzwa Kiingereza. Ingawa sijakifahamu vizuri sana, lakini najaribu. So from anywhere you are in Tanzania, I say thank you. And those of you are in Rwanda, nashukuru. Naendelea kuwashukuru sana. Tafadhali sana, ambieni hata hizo nchi jirani. Ulimwengu na nchi zaidi ya 180. Kwa nini msiangalie ulimwengu mzima? Help me to reach out, friends, share this information. Tell them that Japunja Evans Okongo from Kenya is really wishing them well and asking that they subscribe to his YouTube channel so they can help me grow. Who doesn't need money? I for real need it. Therefore, for me to be monetized, I need to have enough subscribers. And you watching this is the one I'm asking that kindly consider to subscribe. And if you are my returning viewer, I want to say thank you. Thank you. I'm much privileged and humbled by you coming to my channel, helping me to grow. So far, I'm looking to reach my 100th subscriber so that I can be able to move like others. Come in, come one, come all. Subscribe, share, like, and also remember to comment. Thank you. Have a good evening until another time. From this garden of maize, I wish you the very best, and may God bless you in whatever you are doing. Keep the positive vibes always, and ensure you're welcome to our home here in Africa, here in Kenya. Have it well. Thank you from this Shamba. I say keep it up. Have the positive vibes always. And ensure you keep it here in Japonj Evans Okongo from Kenya's channel. Thank you.